everybody, I'm here with just like a little art witch update. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you know that I am an artist. I went to art school. I have a degree, an honors degree in fine art. And after I graduated from art school, I had me and some friends started a collective gallery, which I was there for, oh gosh, 8 years, 2011. And then I had to downsize. I got divorced, and I just couldn't afford a studio anymore. So I kind of downsized, but I was still making art. Since then, I'd have had two solo art shows showing my art and my work. And now I work at an art school. So I have a career in the arts, and I love making art, but you know, it's easy to let life, especially when you are an adult and you have kids and all that stuff, to let your responsibilities take over. And not that responsibilities aren't important, but you have to make time. You have to make time for your creativity. So I've been really trying over the past while to make time for my creativity, to prioritize that, to make sure that I have time for my creativity. Now, one of the barriers that I have is just space to be able to spread out and do art. Also, you know, my basement is a bit of a mess. This is where I do art, and it's a bit of a mess, I'll be honest with you, right? Real life here. So my husband very kindly, right over here, you can't see, but I'll switch the camera around, I'll show you. He set up some shelves. They're not the prettiest shelves, but hey, they are shelves. I'm very grateful to him for that. I dug out my record player. So I have my record player over here and my records. And I've been trying to find time every week to just put on a record and go paint. And so I'm going to show you the records that I have. I want to build up my record collection. I'm going to show you the records I have. And then I'm going to show you what I've kind of been working on right now, and hopefully inspire you to as well make some time and some room for your creativity in your life, because it's really important to do that. And you don't have to be like me, a formally trained artist, to make some art. Anyone can make art. When we were kids, we all made art, right? Like we all sat down and drew things and colored things and played with paints and made music and acted and all of that stuff. We all did that naturally, but we get trained out of it. And then when we're adults, we think like, oh, if I'm going to do that, I better be like amazing at it right away, or I'm not a real artist or a real writer or whatever it is, right? But we are all naturally these things. And so I want to encourage you to find time and space for your creativity as well. So I'm going to show you, first of all, the records that I have. I want to grow them a little bit more. But there is a local bookstore that's like locally owned that I really love. It's really great. McNally Robinson. They have records there as well, and you can sometimes find some very interesting records, like not your usual type records. So one of the ones I found was, this is Guns N' Roses live at the Perkins Palace in Pasadena, California, December 30th, 1987. So this was an FM broadcast, so it's been made into a record. So it's a live show. There's two records in here of the show, so that's like a really cool find. If you know me, you might know I'm a Guns N' Roses fan, like maybe. So I have that one. I also have a similar one. This is probably my favorite one. This is also another live Guns N' Roses show. This is Deer Creek Music Center in Noblesville, Indiana, May 29th, 1991. So that is another great one there too. Yeah, so that is actually the 87, I think, is my favorite one out of the shows, but they're both really great. I also have some regular ones too. Oh, I'll show you one more that's also an odd one. And this is like a very local type thing, so it's cool. This is Metallica in Winnipeg in 1986. It was broadcast. This was at the Pantages, which is like an old vaudeville theater. That there's like two theaters here that were on the vaudeville circuit. This is one of them, but anyway, old beautiful theater, and Metallica played there back in 1986. And this is the live recording of it. It is hilarious because it really sounds like someone just held up a tape recorder in a room. It sounds super tinny, but it is a great, I love putting it on. It's great. It's great. It feels like you're there back in 1986. So wonderful. And then I have just sort of some regular records of just bands I like. I have here Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance, one of my favorite Judas Priest albums. Great to put on. Love me some Judas Priest. Another Judas Priest record I have, where is it here? Oh, here it is. I also have Hellbent for Leather. This is an older album from the 70s. I don't like it as much as Screaming for Vengeance, but it's still a pretty good album. I have Van Halen. Van Halen, this is like the first Van Halen record is there. I also have Motley Crue, Girls, Girls, Girls. That's a classic. And I have, of course, 'cause you gotta, I have Appetite for Destruction, because, you know, it's Guns N' Roses, gotta have it. Oh, I forgot I had this one as well. So this is Metallica, To Live Is to Die. It's an FM broadcast from Indianapolis, November 24th, 1988. So another show one for Metallica as well. And then I have some like special edition ones. So this is Slash with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators, Living the Dream. This is a special edition one. So it opens up, it's got the colored records. I don't know if I can show you. I don't want to break anything. So it's got, I don't know if you can see, there's like a yellow album there. And then there's a small single there. And then the rest of it is a book. So it's got like big pictures. It's really cool. I also got a card autographed by Slash, which I was super excited about when it happened. So really excited. Oh, and then there's more records at the back. So it's just like it's like a cool collectible item. And then the other collector's item have is I think this is, what is this? This is Appetite for Destruction. It would be the 35th anniversary. So it is like a box set that I have here. You can't really see, but there's like, you can sort of see the cross on there. And then it's got, came with a book. So it's just like all sorts of memorabilia that has to do with the band in this book. But it's just like a lot of this kind of stuff there. So a lot of stuff there about that. And then we've got a bunch of CDs at the back here. So this is like, there's a bunch of CDs there. Different recordings of Appetite. So there's like sort of more demo type recordings on this one. So yeah, so this is cool. And then what else do we have in here? We have the records in here as well. What's that here? So it comes with that. Is this the records, or is this some other stuff in here? Oh yeah, that's right. This just has like other stuff in here. So it's got like, there are like fake tattoos, like Axl's and this Steven Adler's, that Stuff's tattoo. We've got fake tattoos of them, which I think is really cool. It's funny. And then we've got like prints. So we've got like some really nice picture prints. Got like Slash there. And let's see what else. Where's Axl? There he is. There's Axl. There we go. So we got some like cool like prints and stuff in here. I thought there were records in here as well, but I think this might just be DVDs. Maybe I'm forgetting things. I forget sometimes what I have. And then there's some art prints and stuff in here. So it is pretty darn cool. Yeah, there's like a poster in here. Yeah, there's like posters. Okay. Oh, and then some prints of tickets as well. Stuff like that. Okay. So it's just like cool memorabilia type stuff that's in here. But I thought I had records for some reason, unless I took the Appetite one out of there. What did I think that? Let's put that back in. Yeah, this is more CDs. I think this one came with more stuff, so I decided to get it rather than the one with the records. So yeah, so this is more of a CD collection thing, but Well, it's super cool. So as I try to, I might edit this part out where I struggle with putting it back together because I don't want to wreck anything. I want it all to stay nice. There we go. Okay, so that is the collection of records and things and that I have that I play. I want to get some more records. I think that would be really cool, just to have a variety of things to play. I'm going to show you next the art that I'm working on right now. So this is one of the paintings that I had for my art show back in 2020. This was a series of 4 here. It's based off of this one in particular. I have 4 in this series, in this particular one, where it's featuring the members of Poison. This is CC DeVille, the guitarist, and it's based off of a particular picture that's on the back of the Look at What the Cat Dragged In album, which I'll insert here. So this is one of them. There's 4 others, and I have a story about something that happened to me when I was younger. And then for the halo, I had put tampons here because this story in particular is about how when I was in Catholic school, we had like a talent night or like a lip syncing night. And there was a bunch of boys that lip synced to, I think it was Michael Jackson, but they dressed in drag. And us kids all thought it was super funny, but the priest who ran the school was super angry and shamed them for it, where it was just like a fun thing that they were doing. We didn't even really think of it as drag. It was just they were dressed up as girls and we thought it was silly. But anyway, that's the story that's in the back here for this one. So it's sort of about how like femininity, or if men display feminine proclivities, sometimes they are shamed for it. So this is one of the ones that I had in that series, and so I've been just kind of playing with it and seeing what I want to do with these paintings. So I took one of them and I'll show you this. So this one is Bret Michaels, who's a singer of Poison, and you can see here that I darkened up the back. I also took the tampons off. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with all this glue, but this is what I did with this so far. And then I used watercolor pencils for the color on this one, just to give it some color. And while I did like it, it wasn't, I don't know if I liked it as much as the next one I did, which I did with acrylics, and which is still in progress. But I do like putting the color in. I do think that, you know, like it's not bad, but I wanted to see what else I could do. And so I took another one and I did acrylics with it, which I will show you in a sec. So this is the one with the acrylics. It's not finished. I still got to do the hair and the clothing here. But again, I darkened up the back, left the glue there for with the halo. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. But I prefer like the skin color on this one just so much more. I think it just pops a lot more. I feel like with the acrylics, I have more control than the watercolors. And so I'm going to do the rest with the hair. I'll probably show it in an update in a later one. But this is what I've been doing. I've just been taking old paintings and playing with them, doing different things. Like the other one's watercolor. I'll probably go back in with acrylics just because I like the way that this so far is turning out, but we'll see when it's done. I'll probably do that in another update, but that's what I've been doing. I've been putting records on, and I've been like just playing with art supplies and playing with, you know, the different mediums, and I'm really loving the way the acrylic is turning out. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know, are you doing anything? Are you making time for creativity? Are you prioritizing that? I would love to hear your thoughts and love to hear your feedback. And again, just thank you so much for watching. And thank you to all of you that are my patrons. Patrons are the best. You can check out my Patreon. You can check out my Etsy. Let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to, also let me know what you're doing for creativity as well. Anyway, thank you so much as always. As I knock things over, peace and love. And welcome.